If you're looking for practical, easy ways to save money on laundry, hey, you are in the right place. From detergent tricks to dryer do's and don'ts, we are going to be diving into simple habits that can seriously lighten the load on your budget. Hey everybody, welcome to Thrifty Budgeting. This is the channel where we search high and low for smart, doable ways to help you stretch your dollars and make budgeting a little less boring. You really might be surprised at just how much that you can actually save on laundry just by tweaking a few wash day habits. So if you're ready to turn that never-ending pile of clothes into a monthly money saver, stick with us because we're going to be sharing all these tips to help you do just that. And let's be honest, laundry, it's not going anywhere. It's one of those things that you can always count on to be there, like taxes or someone finishing the ice cream and putting the empty carton back in the freezer while they think nobody's looking, but yeah, we see you. All right, let's kick this off with our very first tip. Sort your clothes. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Wait, what does that have anything to do with saving money? Well, here's a surprising fact. Nearly half of Americans under the age 40 don't sort their laundry into lights and darks. I mean, while it might seem like a small step, proper sorting can make a big difference in preserving your clothes and money. I mean, sorting laundry has become somewhat of a lost art. With today's fast-paced schedules, it's tempting just to toss everything together. The darks with the lights, the delicates with towels, and then just hope for the best. But if you want your clothes to last longer and look better, proper sorting is a must. Now, laundry comes in all shapes and sizes and levels of dirtiness, each with its own unique needs. So taking a few minutes to prepare your clothes before throwing them into the washing machine can really do wonders. Now, proper sorting is going to prevent your clothes from shrinking, ripping, and fading prematurely, saving you frustration and money in the long run. So when you sort, you're not just organizing your colors, you're also protecting your clothes. So by separating your darks from your lights, it's going to help prevent color bleeding. And if you keep your whites separate, that's going to help them stay bright instead of looking dingy. Now, delicates obviously are going to need that extra TLC too, as it can easily get snagged and damaged. So while you're at it, don't forget little details. You want to be sure and unbutton shirts, zip up zippers, secure straps, and check all the pockets. I mean, something like a coin or an ink pen or lipstick could wreak havoc on both your clothes and the washing machine. These small prep steps can make a big difference in keeping your wardrobe fresh and your machine running smoothly. And last, don't skip the labels. I mean, those tiny tags hold valuable information about your fabric type, recommended water temperature, and ideal wash cycles. Now, following these instructions helps to ensure that your clothes are going to be cleaned effectively while maintaining their quality. So if you fall into the category of not sorting, I know it might seem like it requires a bunch of extra effort or even extra loads, but it's really a smart investment in your clothing's longevity and your machine's efficiency. Now, in the end, a little effort now saves you time and heartbreak of ruined favorites later. Now, another way that you're going to be able to save money on laundry is to wash with cold water. So did you know that washing your clothes in cold water could save you up to $200 a year? Yeah, that's right. Just by making one small change to your laundry routine, you could hang on to more of your hard-earned cash. And here's the twist. If you're thinking that hot water cleans better, you're not alone. But modern detergents are actually designed to work efficiently in cold water. They contain enzymes that break down stains and clean your clothes effectively without even the extra heat. So you still get that fresh, clean laundry without the added energy cost. Now, washing in cold water isn't just going to help you save money, but it's also a smart move for the planet. Heating water takes up to about 90% of your washer's energy use. So by switching to cold water, you're shrinking your energy bill and your carbon footprint. Plus, if you wash your clothes in cold water, it's going to help reduce the release of harmful microfibers into the environment, making it a more sustainable choice for your laundry routine. And as a bonus, cold water is a true guardian of your clothes. It's going to help your colors stay vibrant. It prevents shrinking and minimizes fading, so your favorite garments are going to stay looking newer longer. Surprisingly, it can even work better on certain stains like sweat and blood, making it a versatile choice for most loads. And thanks to today's high efficiency washers and advanced detergents, cold water doesn't mean compromise. You still get the deep clean while protecting delicate fabrics, saving energy, and giving your clothes the care that they deserve. At the end of the day, you're not just doing laundry, you're making a smart and eco-friendly choice. Now, our next tip to help you save money on laundry is run full loads. Did you know that your washer uses about the same amount of energy no matter how big or how small the load is? That's why one of the easiest ways that you'll be able to save money on both energy and water is to be sure and run full loads whenever you do laundry. When you fill it up the right way, you cut down on the number of times that you have to do laundry, saving time, electricity, and water in one shot. When it comes to those high-tech washers with the built-in sensors, yes, they do adjust the water level based on how much laundry's in there, which helps save water. But even so, if you run a properly filled load, it's still more efficient overall. Your machine still uses a base amount of energy every time that it runs, so you may as well get the most out of it. Now, full load doesn't mean jamming your clothes in like you're trying to win a prize. If you have a top loader, you want to aim for the clothes to hit about 3/4 of the way up. Now, if you have a front loader instead, just stop when the clothes just graze the door, and that's going to give your washer enough space to do the job well, getting your clothes clean without causing extra wear and tear on your machine. Now, our next tip for laundry savings is don't overfill your dryer. So let's talk dryers. Loading your dryer the right way makes a huge difference in how efficiently that it works. Look, when your dryer is overstuffed, clothes can't tumble freely and the hot air can't move around the way that it needs to. That means longer drying times and more energy is going to be used. At the same time, tossing in a tiny load isn't ideal either. Most dryers use the same amount of energy no matter how much is inside. So running it half empty wastes electricity and time. So what's the sweet spot? That's going to be 2/3 full, and that will give your clothes room enough to move so they can dry faster and more evenly. Now, you can also group similar fabrics together, like t-shirts. T-shirts dry much quicker than thick towels or jeans, so separating them can really speed things up. Now, here is a fun little trick. Toss a dry towel in with a wet load. The towel will help absorb moisture and can actually cut down on how long your dryer needs to run. Another savings tip when it comes to drying is air dry. Try air drying your laundry whenever you can, whether it's outside on a clothesline or inside on a drying rack. Now, this simple swap can have a surprising big impact on both your laundry and your energy bill. Air drying cuts out the cost of running your dryer, which helps your clothes to last longer and gives them that just outside scent that you can't fake with fabric softener. That's a low effort, high reward habit that's going to keep your clothes looking great. Now, letting your clothes dry naturally will also help them to prevent shrinking and ends up cutting back on the wear and tear that comes from all that tumbling and heat. It's really a small change that gives your laundry routine a slower, simpler rhythm and just maybe a little nostalgic charm while you're at it. Now, if you do need to use a dryer, just try turning down the heat and then using the cool down cycle. This is going to help protect your clothes from fading or shrinking as well, and it uses less energy while it's at it. So when you add up all the small stuff, Air drying here, turning down the heat there. It's a mix of simple shifts and small habits that can lead to big savings and a laundry routine that works smarter and not harder. So our next tip is use dryer balls. Now, dryer balls are one of those small laundry hacks that make a surprisingly big difference. I mean, they're budget friendly, easy to use, and help your clothes dry faster. I mean, what's not to love? Just toss a few in the dryer with your wet laundry and let them do their thing. Now, they come in rubber, plastic, or wool, but if you're looking for the real MVPs, go with the wool ones. I mean, they're going to help soak up moisture, which cuts down your drying time. Now, in our house, we've noticed a big difference right away. Clothes are drying quicker, and that means you're using less energy as well. Now, another perk is they also help fight off static, so you can pretty much skip the dryer sheets, and as they bounce around, they gently soften your clothes, so there's no need for that chemical-laced fabric softeners. Wool dryer balls even give off light steaming effect as they work, which really is going to help reduce your wrinkles and leaves your clothes feeling fresh and fluffy. Now, if you're looking for a super easy eco-friendly way to cut costs and step up your laundry game, dryer balls really are a solid win. Now, give them a try and you might never go back to dryer sheets. So another money savings tip on laundry, and that is to clean the lint filter. Did you know that neglecting to clean your dryer's lint filter can reduce its efficiency up to 75%? Now that's like trying to run a marathon with a stuffy nose. I mean, your dryer struggles to breathe, leading to longer drying times and higher energy bills. So you want to be sure and clean that lint filter after every load. It's a simple habit that pays off. So by doing this, it improves your airflow, speeds up your drying, and reduces energy consumption, saving you money in the long run. Plus, it helps to prevent potential fire hazards caused by lint buildup. Now, if you do use dryer sheets, it's a really good idea to give the lint filter a gentle scrub with a toothbrush and mild soap every few uses. Dryer sheets can leave behind a residue that clogs the filter, making your dryer work harder than necessary. Now, don't forget about the exhaust vent. Periodically, you want to be sure to check it to ensure that it's free from blockages. Now, a clear vent is going to help prevent overheating, improve energy efficiency, and keep your dryer running a lot longer for years to come. So by adopting these simple habits of cleaning the lint trap often, scrubbing away residue, and inspecting the vent, you're going to end up saving money and then reduce your energy usage and maintain a safer, more efficient laundry setup. Now, another thing that you can do to save money when doing laundry is to use lower heat settings. Did you know that using lower heat settings on your dryer can reduce the energy consumption by 10 to 25%? Whoa. Now that's a simple adjustment that can lead to noticeable savings on your energy bill. Think of it like driving at a steady pace instead of speeding. Your clothes are still going to reach their destination, but you conserve energy along the way. So lower heat gently dries your clothes, reducing the risk of shrinkage, fading, and fabric wear. So while drying on lower heat might take a bit more time, the benefits are worth the wait. Your clothes maintain their quality longer, and you contribute to a more energy efficient household. And it's a small change that really is going to make a big difference. Now, here's an interesting little tip to help your budget, and that is to monitor your water levels. So high efficiency washing machines are designed with an auto sensor feature to adjust your water levels based on load size, aiming to conserve energy and water. Now, while this is great in theory, it's not always ideal for your clothes. Your laundry needs both detergent and enough water to get properly clean. Now, over time, I've noticed that the minimal water that these machines provide can leave clothes looking become dull and struggling to remove simple stains that used to come out with ease. So after diving into some research, I discovered that these machines determine water levels by the weight of the load. So light loads get a small amount of water, while heavier loads get slightly more, but in both cases, it's often not enough for a thorough wash. So worse, insufficient water can leave behind detergent residue, which not only prevents your clothes from getting clean, it also creates other problems. So here's what happens. When there's not enough water, you end up with residue buildup. Leftover detergent forms a sticky layer on your clothes, attracting dirt, dust, and bacteria, which can cause unpleasant odors and even skin irritation. Now, when there's not enough water, also will happen is detergent stains. So when detergent doesn't dissolve properly, it can leave unsightly marks or spots on your clothes. Now, these often require another rinse cycle, wasting even more water and energy. Also, fabric damage can happen. Hard water minerals combined with detergent can create deposits that end up clogging fibers and causing our clothes to fade, shrink, and lose their shape. So how can you make sure that your clothes get the proper cleaning that they deserve? A little creativity can go a long way. All you have to do is trick your washer into using more water. Now you can do this simply by weighing down your load. For example, soak a few towels before adding them to the drum, or pour a bucket of water over your laundry before starting the cycle. Now these methods are going to increase the load weight, which will prompt your machine to release more water for a better wash. So think about it. You wouldn't try to bathe using a giant bar of soap and just 12 ounces of water. The soap might collect dirt, but without enough water to rinse it away, the grime stays put. Now the same principle applies to your laundry. Your clothes don't necessarily need a fancy or expensive detergent. They just need a decent detergent paired with enough water to do the job. So by monitoring your machine's water levels and making a few adjustments, you can achieve cleaner and fresher laundry without the hassle. Now we're not done yet. There's another little savings tip when it comes to laundry, and it's to use less detergent. Now, did you know that using too much laundry detergent can actually make your clothes dirtier? That's right. Excess suds can trap dirt and keep your clothes from rinsing properly, leaving behind residue that dulls your colors and even irritate your skin. So a lot of us just fill the cap all the way up, assuming that more soap means cleaner clothes, but that's usually way more than you need. Now, for a regular washer, about 2 tablespoons per load is plenty. And if you've got a high efficiency washer, you can get away with just about a teaspoon. So if you're using a concentrated detergent, be sure and go easy, because it doesn't take too much to overdo it. And that extra soap can be especially tough to rinse out. It's not just rough on your clothes either. Your washer is going to feel it too. So using the right amount helps your clothes come out cleaner, your washer to stay in better shape, and your whole laundry routine is going to run so much more smoothly. So in this case, less really is more. Now another tip is wash during non-peak hours. So here's a laundry tip that's easy to miss, but once you know it, you'll never look at your washer the same way again. When you do laundry can be just as important as how you do it. Now running your washer and dryer during non-peak hours when fewer people are using electricity can actually lower your energy rate and help you to save money over time. Now the exact off-peak times can vary depending on where you live and who your utility provider is, but there are some general patterns that you can go by. On weekdays, try aiming for overnight hours. Anywhere from midnight to 7 a.m. Or you can do mid-mornings when most folks are off to work between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Now Saturdays, they are not the best choice because that's going to be prime time for catching up on chores, and most people are off on the weekend. So because of that, the energy demand tends to spike. So if you can, skip the 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. window and then save that load for a quieter time. Now, Sundays, on the other hand, are usually a more relaxed day. So early morning before 10 a.m. or 7 p.m. are typically going to be your safer bets for energy savings. That might take a little planning, but hey, once you get into the rhythm of it, shifting your laundry schedule just a bit can help you stretch your energy dollars and run a more efficient home. So next are a few quick laundry tips to help stretch your dollars even further. One of the things you can do is try generic products. They usually clean just as well as the name brands, but a lot less cash. Another thing is make your own detergent. It's cheaper, eco-friendly, and you get to skip all the plastic packaging. Another thing, leave your washer door open after each load. That's right. Now this is going to help keep mold and mildew away, which means fewer smells and fewer deep cleans down the road. Another thing you can do is clean your washing machine regularly. A cleaner machine works better and lasts longer, which is going to save you money on repairs and early replacements. Now, if you're dealing with hard water, try adding a splash of vinegar or a splash of soda to your rinse cycle. If you do this, it's going to help cut down mineral buildup and get your clothes cleaner. So if you're using soft water, this is where you want to go easy on the detergent. Too much of it can leave your clothes feeling sticky or too soft. And you can usually skip the fabric softener altogether. Another short tip is to switch loads while the dryer's still warm. That leftover heat helps the next load to dry faster, cutting down on your energy use. Another thing you can do is to use the high-speed cycle on your washer. Now, it pulls out more moisture, so your clothes spend less time in the dryer. Now, if you have a moisture sensor or a cool-down cycle on your dryer, use it. They shut off automatically when the clothes are dry, so no wasted energy and no overdried shirts. And that's how you save money on laundry, one load at a time. Simple tips, easy changes, and hey, they really do add up. So take it easy and stay thrifty.